What's up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to another new episode of this little mini series that I'm doing, which is basically called Lasty's Top 5s. Now within this series we will talk about a variety of different categories of players from FIFA 16. From my experience of using them, and I've built so many squads this year, I will tell you who my top 5 favourites were from certain categories. In the first episode we talked about my top 5 BPL or Premier League players, and I will leave a card in the top right corner for you guys to check that out if you have missed it. And today, as you can see above my head, we're going to be talking about budget strikers. So for any of you guys that are still really well into the game and you haven't really spent any money or you don't intend to, and you're looking for someone cheap but deadly, I've got a good few suggestions for you guys today. I've got 5 absolute beasts. Some of them are non-rare golds, some of them are rare golds, but they're all extremely cheap and definitely worth the coinage for sure. So in at number 5 today, we have got someone I used right at the start of FIFA, and I got on extremely well with him. It is this guy right here, BEBE. The Portuguese non-rare striker is literally on the cusp of being a silver or a gold. He's a 75 rated non-rare striker. And when you first look at him, you think, well, those are some pretty average stats. But 84 pace is decent. He's really tall and really strong as well. So that right there almost makes him feel, I don't know, I feel like he felt a bit like Zlatan when actually using him in game. He's definitely a goal scorer. We scored some crackers with him, I'm not going to lie. He makes good attacking runs, holds off people very well, as you can see here. Scores on both feet because he's right-footed, and that was a left foot banger, I'm not going to lie. But BEBE, ridiculously big, ridiculously strong. I think the card that I was using was in La Liga as well, so nice, easy one to make links with, you know, chemistry links, that sort of thing. Ridiculously agile and good on the ball for someone who was tall and didn't have a great like dribbling stat overall. I was overly impressed with this guy. Just you don't expect him to be quite as good as he is. He even got finesse with the little dinks and stuff like that. What a player. I really like BEBE, and honestly I think even at this point, like, he's probably about 400 coins for you guys, so he's well worth picking up if you're going to either build a Portuguese team, Spanish league team, whatever it is. BEBE can fit in your squad quite well. In fact, I think I put him into a squad for one of the tournaments, just because one of my big expensive strikers wasn't doing it, and I felt so much better with BEBE in the team. So at number 4 then, we move on from the Portuguese 75 rated player to this guy, who is CHOUPO-MOTING. He is a gold 78 rated, rare gold should I say, striker who plays for Schalke in the Bundesliga. And when you look at his stats, the dribbling is probably the best stat on his card. But you don't think much of him because he's not very quick, he doesn't have great physical, that sort of thing. But really, in game, I never had an issue with his pace. I thought he was pretty decently paced, if anything. It was where he really came into it was the great dribbling, the really good finishing, and the fact that he did, in my opinion, have decent physical. He's a nice, tall, strong player, and I used him, the majority of the time I used this guy was in early days of FIFA 16 when I did a Road to Glory. I think this one was this was like the don't spend anything sort of grassroots Road to Glory that went on for a little while on my channel, and I found a fair few decent players, and I actually think my favourite striker is going to be at the end of this video, is also from that Road to Glory, I think. So I'm sure some of you probably know who that is if you've been here on my channel for a little while. But CHOUPO-MOTING, definitely a beastly player, especially if you're looking for like a cheap Bundesliga striker. This guy has it in his locker, and he'll definitely do a job for you, trust me on that one. So we're up to like the halfway point now. This player will be the halfway mark. Player number 3, we have made it to the top 3. Who is my third favourite striker? It is this guy, DIVOCK ORIGI, the Belgian striker who plays for Liverpool, of course, in the Premier League. He's a beast. I got on really well with him. Again, I think it was at the start of the game or towards the earlier parts of FIFA 16. You'll notice that a lot of that is the reason I'm doing this is because at the start of the game, you know, people have less coinage, people are looking for cheaper squads, so I was using these more sort of average looking players because people wanted to see the cheap stuff. DIVOCK ORIGI, my god, he's a 4-star skiller, and he just is redonkulous. I'm going to use that word today. He he's really, really quick. He's big, tall, and strong, and he can finish on both feet, and he's got the 4-star skill moves, and of course he's in the BPL, and he's Belgian, so there's great chemistry links with players from that nation. There's also a lot of great Belgians in the Premier League as well, so you've got lots of strong links. Of course, there are lots of great Liverpool players as well, so you can, well, there's some alright Liverpool players, I guess. But yeah, he links to a lot of players. He knows where the back of the net is, and for a non-rare, I feel like people try harder sometimes if they come up against sort of like an informed Suarez or something. They feel like they need to shut you down really quickly. Probably not expecting much from a low-rated non-rare gold. So DIVOCK ORIGI gave me a lot of goals, and it was a very successful time using this player. He is my third favourite of the cheaper strikers on this game. So now we're hitting the big leagues. The number 2 spot. This is the silver medal coming up for my second favourite cheaper player on this game. It goes to Alvaro Morata, the Spaniard who, well, played for Juventus for most of FIFA 16. He now has a Real Madrid card, I believe, on FIFA. So let me know, is that his current club? Has he been loaned out anywhere? I'm not 100% sure on that. But I used him when he was this Juventus item on FIFA. He's got good pace, and that was one of the only stats which was really great for him. Decent shooting, of course. But lots of people sort of discount this guy because he's only a 3-star skiller. Sometimes the dribbling's not that amazing, that type of thing. He doesn't have amazing physical. He's not overly tall and strong. But, oh my god, this was one of the first players I used in a cheaper squad. And as a solid rare gold player who is above 80 rated. And I was blown away by just how incredible this guy is. He knows where the back of the net is for sure, from nearly anywhere. I nearly included a clip, but I didn't in the end, of him scoring from, it was either just inside his own half or just inside my opposition's half, because the goalkeeper had come up from a corner and was sprinting back, and we managed to lob him just before he got back to his line. But of course that's not the sort of goal you're going to score all the time. The sort of goal you're going to score all the time is that sort of thing, where he makes this great attacking run, gets in that right spot at the right time, takes the ball down really well, and just fires it home on either foot. Seriously impressed with Alvaro Morata in FIFA 16. Cannot wait to see what he's like in FIFA 17. That would be awesome. Let me know down below in the comments about the club thing. Does he play for Real Madrid now fully? Has he been loaned out anywhere? Let me know. So the number 1 spot and my favourite cheaper striker on this game, I'm sure a lot of you probably will have guessed this. It is this guy, Wassim Ben Yedder. What an absolute hero this guy is. 78 rated, non-rare gold. You don't think much of him when you look at that card. Stats-wise, decent pace, decent dribbling. Yeah, that's good, not too bad. Shooting and passing look relatively average, nothing overly special. But you get in-game with Ben Yedder, and oh my god, he is just an absolute gem. I don't think I've used any player on this game who is so low rated, so calm, casual, doesn't look like anything particularly special, and then just blows you away in game. He is by far the best cheap striker I've used on this game. If there was a list of these top 5 players, it would sort of go like this, and then Ben Yedder would be shooting up in terms of how well he performed for me. And I mean, that volley right there would have gone sailing in the back of the net. And even when the goalkeeper saves it, he's ready there to pounce and get the head out and score the rebound. Just an amazing striker. In fact, I think I prefer this version to any of the team of the season versions that he got. He did get a nice TOTS item, but I don't think I liked it as much as I like this regular one. Again, used him quite early on at the start of the game when I did my Road to Glory. Him and Remy Cabella together. It was a perfect partnership. Again, I think some of it's to do with those people not really expecting them to be that great, and then you just rinse teams. Honestly, I was coming up against the really high-rated BPL squads and La Liga squads with the seriously high-rated players, and just walking through them like it was absolutely nothing. So those are my top 5 budget strikers on FIFA 16. I like to make this particular video about cheaper players because I know there are still a lot of you out there that are still looking to do the whole FUT thing really legit, not put any money, and just do it sort of fresh, grassroots, no spending, and just try and make the best squad that you can. So there is, of course, lots of great players there for cheap. And also, when FIFA 17 comes around, maybe some of these names might stick on your head to have a look on the market to see how pricey they are at the start of the game, and maybe they can be your starter players again for the next FIFA. If you have enjoyed today's video, I'd really appreciate it if you could smash that thumbs up button. Of course, let me know in the comments below who your top 5 budget strikers are, any players that I've missed that you particularly loved on this game, and let me know if you want me to do a video like this again, so a specific category of player, or maybe I need to move to a different league and do like my top 5 Bundesliga or Serie A players in general. Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and I will catch you next time, guys. Peace.